As a monk, three qualities were really important to cultivate: humility, obedience, and responsiveness. In the monastery and in the military, they have rituals and routines. Because if you look at the instinctive, intellectual, intuitive, one of the things you want to do is to make the instinctive mind be totally safe and secure. And by that, you create routines. I mean, if you go on most people's timelines, a lot of people's timeline, it's amazing. You can scroll through and it's just, there's 1,000 posts and it's 999 pictures of themselves, selfies. And I think social media has made people extremely selfish. And all people think about is themselves. You know, here's what I'm doing, look at me here, look at me there. You know, and you look at also public figures and celebrities and influencers, they constantly post pictures of themselves and their amazing life traveling all around the world. And, you know, I see and I know some of these people and they never post pictures of their students or, you know, who's following them. It's always about them. You know, and you can't serve if you're always thinking about yourself. I get tons of messages on social media and email. People always saying, you know, I need help. Can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? And I have a problem. I need your help. Can you advise on this? I never get emails of anybody sending me and say, you know, Dandapani, I listened to your content. It really helped me. Thank you so much. How can I be of service to you? What can I do for you? Wow, that's like, I'd fall over if I get any of those messages. I went to my guru, was always, well, what can I do for you? How can I help you? How can I be of service? And sometimes I didn't even ask because I intuited what needed to be done next. And that's the state of responsiveness, right? There were, as a monk, three qualities were really important to cultivate: humility, obedience, and responsiveness, right? Humility, obedience, and responsiveness. Humility is the state of knowing that I don't know anything. You adopt the attitude that I am the beginning of the path, I know nothing, I'm super enthusiastic, and I want to learn and grow. Obedience is obedience to your teacher because you trust him or her, and also obedience to your superconscious mind, which is your intuitive mind, the greater knowing of your mind that knows everything. That's the area of your mind, the superconscious that knows, that's the all-knowing part of your mind. Be obedient to that superconscious. So when you get an intuitive flash that tells you, do this, which quite often people refer to as a gut feeling, I call it an intuition because the gut kind of is more related to your instinctive mind. So you're intuitive, be obedient to that. So if you broke the mind down to three parts, you would say there's the instinctive, the intellect, and the intuitive. So my intuitive mind knew that that was the right thing to do. The intellect was saying like, it's getting dark outside, you know, I have to walk through the forest, can we do it in the morning? That's the intellect, it's reasoning. And the instinctive mind just said, no, I'm afraid to go live in the forest because some animal's gonna come eat me at night. Because the instinctive mind likes the same thing. It's the nature of the animal mind, right? It loves repetition. The intellectual mind likes the new things. That's why the intellectual mind can be fascinated with the internet and gets caught in the internet because it's always serving you something new online, whereas the instinctive mind loves repetition. That's why a cow, for example, is an instinctive animal. It can wake up every day and eat grass. It wakes up and goes like, oh, grass, amazing. It never gets up and goes like, God damn it, I want granola. Give me bacon and eggs today. No, you eat grass every day for 20 years and be totally happy with it. Imagine if we ate the same thing for breakfast every day for 20 years. We'd probably go like, no, like put something different on it, right? But the instinctive mind loves the same thing. And the instinctive mind staying in this hut, in the 10 by 10 foot hut, gets comfortable. It knows its surrounding. And that's what the instinctive mind wants, right? It wants familiarity. It wants everything to repeat itself in the right way. And when it does that, it feels safe and secure. In the monastery and in the military, they have rituals and routines. Because if you look at the instinctive, intellectual, intuitive, one of the things you want to do is to make the instinctive mind be totally safe and secure. And by that, you create routines. Monks have routines, soldiers have routines. You feed them at the right time every day. When that happens, the instinctive mind of a soldier and of a monk becomes safe and comfortable. They don't have a fear and flight feeling. So now they can move out of the instinctive mind and function in the intellectual mind or the intuitive mind. So a soldier can go into battle and not live in the fear of the fight or flight area of the mind. And he can be in the intellectual area of the mind. So you see, I see the enemy coming this way. Maybe I'll go around this way and shoot him from the back. Because if not, he's in the instinctive mind. He'll go, I'm going to fight or I'm going to run. And by creating routines and rituals, you make the instinctive mind feel secure and calm. You've got humility, obedience. When you hear your intuition speaking to you, the next step is be responsive. Respond, do something. If your teacher tells you to do something, go and do it. Respond, be responsiveness. And if you don't have to sometimes wait for instructions, if you see something on the floor that shouldn't be on the floor, pick it up. Don't wait for somebody to tell you to pick it up. Go do it. And that's the state monks were trained to have, the state of responsiveness. Learn to serve.